Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to show you how to get lined up on a long oil pattern. So first of all, what a long pattern means. So usually a long pattern is any pattern that has 43 feet or more in length. One main characteristic that we see on a long oil pattern is our ball is skidding a ton. So our ball doesn't hook as much because of course we have more oil on the lane. So especially when we compare it to a typical house shot, when we throw it to the right and it hooks, here we throw it to the right and it's gonna go dead straight. So we are gonna go to the lanes now. We're gonna try to get lined up and we're gonna try to teach you how to get lined up on a long oil pattern. Alright guys, so today we're bowling on a 45 feet pattern. So what I like to do in order to get lined up is use the rule of 31. So 45 minus 31 is gonna give me 14. So that's gonna be around the break point that I want to have. Of course, it's not perfect. This is going to give me an idea of where I would like to see my bowling ball. On longer patterns, of course, you want to have your ball as close to the pocket. I have a strong asymmetric ball, not a ton of surface, but like light 3000. So now we're going to go to the lanes. We're going to go try to get lined up and walk you guys through it. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, I was trying to keep my break point as close to the pocket. It was around 14, 13. One key thing in a long oil pattern is that we won't have a ton of room to the right. So even though we are playing on the middle part of the lane, we still gotta keep our angles straight. So you're gonna feel that you're playing deeper than what you normally play if you're in a house shot, but you also gotta keep that break point as close to the pocket as you can and keep your angles straight. So as you guys saw in one shot that I missed to the right, my ball almost didn't hook, leave a flat 10. So it's very important to keep your angles straight, throw it, not a ton of speed, normal speed, and that's gonna help you to get more consistently to the pocket in a long oil pattern. So of course, in these long patterns, there is not only one way to get lined up. There is different ways to get to the pocket. So now I was throwing my strongest ball, the strongest ball in my bag, big asim ball. So now I'm gonna go to my benchmark ball. Usually that ball is the one that works on everything. It's the ball that is gonna get me out of trouble. So I'm gonna go to the lanes. I'm gonna show you a couple shots with my benchmark ball and see if we can find our way to the pocket. Alright guys, so as you guys saw, the benchmark ball definitely gives me a little bit of a more smooth reaction. So the adjustments that I made in order to hit the pocket with this ball, I just moved a little bit to the right, got a little bit of slower speed, get around it a little bit more, and I was able to find a good consistent ball motion. So one common misconception that we see a lot when we bowl on longer patterns is that we need to have the tallest ball in our bag. So now I'm gonna hit my ball with a 360 pad and see what the reaction is and show you guys why it's not the best option to bowl on a longer pattern. Alright guys, so as you guys saw, having a lot of surface, I mean, yeah, it hooks way early, it hooks way more, but also when I got left, as you guys saw, my ball just hook too early, and it's just very unpredictable. You know, you might get a strike, you might get a couple strikes, but it's gonna be really hard to maintain a consistent ball motion. So that's why having a very dull ball, like a 360, 180 grit, is not usually the best bet on a longer oil pattern. All right guys, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. Please let us know in the comments what do you think. Please also like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.